Hey guys, I'm Rita and I am digital accountant. In today's episode, I will share my QuickBooks accounting software review. Actually, I'm really excited to share this review because QuickBooks was full of surprises. Let's start firstly about what QuickBooks is for. So QuickBooks is an online accounting software designed for UK-based small businesses, sole traders, contractors as well as freelancers. So if you're falling in one of these business types or categories, definitely stay tuned in because this review might be interesting to you. Okay, let's dive in my QuickBooks accounting software review. First point what I want to mention about QuickBooks is that you can create an email invoices in bulk. So if you have multiple invoices to issue per day on a weekly basis, then you can use this feature called invoices in bulk on QuickBooks. All what you need to is select date, select or add customer, add a reference description amount, and click save. Straightforward and simple, right? But there is a but. If you need to issue itemized invoices, so for example you need to use items available from your stock register, then this approach will not work for you because issuing invoices in bulk doesn't allow you to pick up items from your item list. Also, if you need to create a multiple line invoices, this approach will not work as well. So, if you have only single line invoices to issue to your customers, then this feature will really work well for you. Second point, what I want to bring up is defaulted email attachments. From QuickBooks accounting software, you actually can default more than just PDF invoice or PDF sales quote that you would send out to customers. So you can attach other files and default those that need to be sent out to your customers once you issue invoice or sales quote. So for example, if you need to send a letter to your customers advising that your registered address has changed, or maybe there will be Christmas shutdown or any other kind of communication, then you can create this letter and attach as PDF and default. That means that every time when you send next invoice to your customer or sales quote, these defaulted attachments will be sent automatically alongside your PDF invoice or PDF sales quote. I haven't seen this kind of feature on any other of accounting softwares as far as I can recall. Next point what I want to bring up is about managing fixed assets. So hear me out, this is a standard process in majority of companies. So if you purchase fixed asset, you would have a supplier invoice. You would enter the supplier invoice on accounting software and you would record costs either to profit and loss statement, and someone would do journal to post it back to balance sheet where the asset value will show up, or it would be directly posted to balance sheet. So that is the first part. Second part, someone would take this supplier invoice again and would add details about this fixed asset on their separate fixed asset register. Well, this is not the case in QuickBooks, guys. In QuickBooks, actually, when you add a supplier invoice and select an asset group from a code section, system will already notice that this is possible or most likely to be an asset. So what they would do, they will give like little nudge at the top in a like a pop-up message advising that, hey guys, I think so this will be part of your fixed asset register. Do you want to include it in your fixed asset register? Well, this is how I'm wording, but there will be pop-up message. All what you need to do is click on a link and it will create a draft template based on information what you entered under your supplier bills or supplier invoices, and will pull that information to a draft asset. So all what you need to do is just to go to fixed asset section and confirm or include this asset in your fixed asset register. All information will be there: value, when it was purchased, from whom it was purchased, also description. Simple and straightforward. You do not need to re-enter details again. And also, with one click, you can post a depreciation of this asset on a monthly basis. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're a small or large business, you will be interested in your financials. And instead of hopping from one report to another report to combine details or information in one report, ClearBooks actually provides a separate report called management report. It is very presentable report with a main page and also index. All what you need to do is just select reports, which ones you want to include in this report. And plus, if you want to add the graphs and select from a couple of options, for example, date and how you want to present. Maybe you want to compare month on month or even day on day figures. So you can look at your key metrics and decide how well is your business actually is doing. So even maybe you need to cut on costs, or maybe you need to increase your sales. It's all up to you. Management report is really professional looking report what you can utilize from ClearBooks accounting software. Okay, do you think you are small or a large business? Well, actually it doesn't matter, because in ClearBooks eyes there is 3 points that will determine if you're small or a large business. And also it will determine for which pricing package you should go. And these 3 points are: if you are VAT registered business and you need to submit VAT returns as part of MTD for VAT. Second point, if you are operating in construction industry scheme. And third point, if you want to use multi-currencies in ClearBooks accounting software. So if one of these 3 points apply, or maybe 2 or all, then you will be classed in ClearBooks eyes as a large business. And it doesn't matter if you don't use features like stock management, or maybe you don't use fixed assets or issuing purchase orders. Doesn't matter. If you're VAT registered business, you will need to choose a large business package, pricing package. There is one section which actually gave me a little bit headaches, and it was, to be honest, a pain in the bottom, and it was bank reconciliations. So to save you a little bit time, I will actually give you a quick summary about bank reconciliations. So when you will try to explain your transactions, please note that every explained transaction will show up at the top section. Middle section is where you actually have current transaction which you try to either reconcile, either post as a transaction, as a transfer, or maybe a refund. And at the bottom section, you will have all transactions which are not reconciled yet. Please note that every transaction needs to be allocated to a contact or to a bank. So to post bank fees, you actually need to select your current bank which you try to reconcile and use that one as a contact so you can post your bank fees. Thank me later. So for that reason, this section looks very technical and actually took me a while to figure out how reconciliation works on ClearBooks. So in summary about ClearBooks. ClearBooks accounting software actually pleasantly surprised me because there's so many features and functions that you can enable and start using on ClearBooks accounting software. The one which I haven't mentioned a lot is a project, so you can manage your projects and also do a time tracking for each project if you wish to. Also, if you're considering, or if you have a team or you want to employ employees, you do not need to worry. There is actually option to run a payroll and HR from ClearBooks, but it is separately paid for option, so check it out on ClearBooks web page. I will share a link to ClearBooks in description section below. Plus, ClearBooks also have a mobile app. If you want to issue invoices or quotes or record transactions like supplier invoices or expenses on the go, you will be able to do that one on ClearBooks mobile app. However, you will be unable to reconcile bank if you will wish to, but you will have overall visibility about how much funds you have in your bank accounts. So that's it for today's review. I hope you enjoyed my QuickBooks accounting software review, but if you have any questions or require any further advice, feel free to reach out to me. Also, I have shared a link in the description section below to my QuickBooks tutorial. In this tutorial, I actually take on role as a real business owner and I am performing my day-to-day tasks and recording those in this accounting software. If you have not seen it yet, check it out. Thank you for watching and I will see you in next episode.